had stayed AFC Championship game. But Joe Burrow says if the Chiefs crowd make communicating difficult, he's now ready to call his own plays. The technical issues he and head coach Zach Taylor had in last week's win in Nashville.
Zach always kind of jokes that, don't pretend like the headset goes out so you can call your own. But, on Sunday or Saturday, the headset did go out, and so I had to call 3 or 4 plays on my own, and, all of them worked. So that was fun.
As for the Chiefs, Pro Bowl safety Tyrann Mathieu remains in the league's concussion protocol, but head coach Andy Reid says there's a chance he will be cleared to play by Sunday. On the NFC side, All-Pro left tackle Trent Williams did not practice for the Niners due to an ankle injury, but he's optimistic he can play Sunday, while the Rams got left tackle Andrew Whitworth and safety Taylor Rapp back at practice. Both missed Sunday's win over Tampa due to injuries. This has been NFL Network Now. That's what Network.
Have you wanted to speak a new language but thought it'd be too difficult or take too much time? Then try Babbel. In just 15 minutes a day, it teaches you conversations that you will actually use. 14 languages and lesson topics like travel, business, relationships, and more. You'll learn what matters most to you. Babbel. Language for life. Learn a new language with ease. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com.
I want a new laptop for the new year, but I'm working with last year's budget.
It's possible at Staples.
How about a PC that can manage my workload at a price I can manage?
Also possible. Your local Staples has the innovative tech and tools you need to take on the future of work. This week, get the Lenovo IdeaPad 5i with Intel i5 processor for just $549.99. You save $180. Explore what's new at Staples, the working and learning store. Ends 1/29/22. Limit 2 in link.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO, Elston, California. Good day. It is a Thursday, 27th day of January, 2022. We will get to some birthdays coming up. Yeah, including one very special birthday. Yeah, it's... We'll get to that. Professors from Cardiff University say different face masks changed the attractiveness among a group of men. Yeah, researchers found blue mask wearers were found most attractive by women. Also, men were judged to lure with a mask on the lower half of their face, as opposed to men wearing the mask on the upper half of their face. Yeah, okay, it makes sense to me. Oh, it's, yeah, I like that study. And Facebook, yeah, Facebook says their computer called the Meta Supercluster will soon be the world's fastest supercomputer. It's crazy fast, yeah. And apparently, yeah, the folks at Facebook gave it the name. They're the same people who came up with that Bodie McBoatface name. Yeah, no doubt. Meta Supercluster. It sounds like a candy bar. Yeah. They'll have 2 Meta Superclusters, one with peanuts, one without. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Birthdays. We would rate today. Actor James Cromwell is 82. Nick Mason, drummer for Pink Floyd, 78. Singer Nedra Talley of the Ronettes, 76. Mikhail Baryshnikov is 74. And my wife asked a very interesting question. Okay. A female ballerina is a ballerina, right? What do you call Mikhail Baryshnikov? He's certainly not a ballerina. Is it a ballerino or just dancer? Mikhail Baryshnikov. Actor Mimi Rogers, 66. Janet Gers of Iron Maiden, 65. Actor Susanna Thompson, 64. Actor Tamlin Tomita is 59. Actress Bridget Fonda is 58. Peter Fonda's little girl, which means Henry Fonda was her grandfather. Actor Amming is 57. Patton Oswalt, 50 for Josh Randall. 50. Actor, musician Braden LeMasters is 26. Got local birthdays coming up. Are you for Valentine's Day? Well, I've got a great idea. Head to the Peanut Patch in Yuma. The Peanut Patch, open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Yuma time. And the Peanut Patch with many homemade chocolates. Yeah, bark and cluster forms. They also make their own fresh English toffee, plain in chocolate, pecan turtles that are to die for. Yes, and so many delicious things. So much more than peanuts at the Peanut Patch. When driving from the Imperial Valley, just head east. Go to Yuma, take Avenue 3E exit from Interstate 8. Go south past MCS Yuma until you come to East County 13th Street. Turn left. Go about a mile and a half and you're at the Peanut Patch. The Peanut Patch, a great time all the time, and the perfect place for a Valentine's Day gift. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. We are celebrating today's birthdays. Happy birthday, Vito Torres, Samantha Rodriguez, Tori Villasenor, Alejandra Ornelas, Alex Terrin, Alfonso Gonzalez, Danielle Standiford, Deanie Johnson, Don Campbell, Frankie Paleo, Javier Salazar, Jane Kemp, Jennifer McGrew Thomason, Joe, Juanita Bravo, Mariah Collins, Mariana Pesquera, Mary Mendoza, Natalia Nunez, Ramon Enriquez, Ron Peaks, Rosa Santoya, Rudy Fernandez, Sam Villanueva, Rosie Cota, and KXO AM 1230 celebrating a birthday today. This day in 1927, KXO AM 1230 began broadcasting. Yeah, so that would make us, 95 years old today. Now, KXO AM 1230, when it first came on the air, Mr. Frank Bolton, Mr. Earl Iray put it on the air. It was KGEN. The years with change in the rules and governing agencies and everything else, the frequency shifted several times. The call letters, KXO, in 1928. And we've been that ever since. But we salute Iray and Foles, guys that started KXO back in 1927.
Happy birthday, Clappy, join us as we celebrate. Clap your hands and around, have a laugh and eat some. Happy birthday, happy birthday.
So coming up later on Facebook, we'll have some of the history. KXO AM. We'll have that on Facebook later today. Right now, well, it's news. World and California news headlines brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
CBS News Brief. The U.S. economy hasn't grown this quickly since Ronald Reagan was president. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
For all of 2021, the U.S. economy grew at a 5.7% pace. That's the highest annual reading in almost 4 years.
It grew at more than 7% in 1994. Democrats making plans to fast-track President Biden's nominee to the Supreme Court after 83-year-old Justice Stephen Breyer said he'll retire. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has his mind on midterm elections.
We want to be deliberate. We want to move quickly. We want to get this done as soon as possible.
New Englanders bracing for a major winter storm this weekend. Meteorologist David Parkinson.
1.5 range as you go into Rhode Island, portions of Massachusetts, and somebody, most likely Cape Cod, is going to be seeing 2 feet of snow out of this thing. There's just phenomenal snow rates and a long duration.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93 LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. Need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the home air conditioning for over 40 years. Install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Amid news that COVID cases are peaking here and in many parts of the country. Sobering news of the death of a 15-month-old COVID patient, the youngest year so far. Still, LA Mayor Eric Garcetti says this is bright.
Hospitalizations are down. It looks like caseloads are coming down. Deaths will lag for a few days, but we really think we're past the worst days.
On Wednesday's 2-year anniversary of the helicopter crash that killed Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and 7 others in Calabasas, visitors hiked to the crash site where a statue depicting Kobe and Gianna Bryant had been placed.
Kobe and Gigi walking side by side, and she's holding a basketball, and he has his arm around her shoulder.
Artist Stan Medina's statue will remain there temporarily. Oakland's Amy Schneider's 2-month run as Jeopardy champion came to an end Wednesday night.
You're going to finish in second, 19,100 Palsma. You are our new Jeopardy champion.
Schneider's winning streak ending at 40. Her winnings nearly $1.4 million. Mostly dry conditions across the state today. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialists. They can take the chill out of these chilly mornings, and they can keep you cool in the warm afternoons.
That dinner was delicious. What's next?
I'm thinking just the check.
Do you frequently have gas, bloating, diarrhea, stomach pain, or loose oily stools after eating? One or more of these symptoms could be a sign of exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, and it may be time to talk to your doctor.
If you have EPI, Creon may be right for you. Creon, pancrelipase, is an oral prescription medication that treats EPI. Creon replaces you may be missing to help you break down food properly.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosis colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Do not chew capsules or contents, as this may cause mouth irritation. Tell your doctor unusual or severe stomach, blood passing stool, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, worsening of painful swollen joints, or allergic reactions. Other side effects may include changes in blood sugars, gas, dizziness, or sore throat and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Talk to your doctor about Creon, the #1 prescribed EPI treatment, and visit gocreon.com. That's GOCREON.com. Or call 1-800-633-91.
It's page 1 of the local news. Page 1, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the Valley. In the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue at El Centro Motors in El Centro. Well, afternoon traffic yesterday tied up on Highway 111. A 5-vehicle accident followed up just a short time later by a 4-vehicle smash-up. The accident on southbound Highway 111 just north of Jasper Road resulted in 2 vehicles overturning and multiple injuries reported. That accident occurred just before 2 p.m. Southbound Highway 111 traffic from Heber Road to Jasper Road was diverted to the frontage road as emergency crews worked at the scene. The second accident occurred at 3:23 p.m. on southbound 111 just south of McCabe Road. 4 vehicles were involved. Injuries were reported at the time of the second accident. Southbound traffic reportedly backed up from Jasper Road to Interstate. Both accidents remain under investigation. The contestants are set. George Gale.
The 75th annual Holtville Carrot Festival is coming in early February. Royalty will be in place February 4th. There are 2 contestants each category. In the Queen category, the contestants are Daniela Contreras, Southwest High School, and Ariana Venegas, a senior at Holtville High School. Princess candidates are Maya Taylor, 7th grader at Pine School, and Yanesi Padilla, an 11-year-old Holtville resident. And the contestants for Junior Princess, a pair of kindergartners, Aliyah Aguilar, a student at Hendricks Elementary School, and Jacqueline Baeza, a student at Finley. Coronation on February 4th in all categories will be at the Swiss Club in Hauteville. 75th Annual Hauteville Carrot Festival will run the week of February 7th through February 13th. Grand Marshal this year for the annual parade on February 12th will be 99-year-old Sadie Rubin. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, 7:43. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires sold at Quick Lane, guaranteed. Just your Quick Lane Service Advisor. Now we're talking the best brands available: Michelin, Continental, Pirelli, Dunlap, Kelly, Bridgestone, and more. And we're talking the best price. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro. Well, El Centro Police investigating the theft from a store. According to reports, a man walked out of work with an air compressor and a pressure washer, valued at nearly $750 total. The suspects last seen leaving the store parking lot. And a bunch of meth. George Gale has more.
It happened last week. El Centro agents were working in the Indio area. Agents had conducted a traffic stop on Interstate 10 near the Dillian Road exit. Border Patrol K-9 detection team was dispatched to assist the agents. The team alerted to the rear of the Dodge Journey. During the inspection, agents found a box with several bundles inside. They also found a duffel bag behind the driver's seat and also similar bundles. Bundles tested positive for methamphetamine. They seized the bundles weighing 46.5 pounds with an estimated value of almost $163,000. Driver was arrested and the vehicle and narcotics were seized. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
That's it for page one of the local news. Page one is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Want to boost your immunity and protect your community? Get a COVID-19 booster. They help keep you and others safe from the virus and its variants this winter and beyond. If it's at least 5 months since your last dose of Pfizer or Moderna, or at least 2 months since your last J&J, it's time for a booster. Visit myturn.gov to find a booster near you. Let's keep our immunity strong. Get your booster and shot it too. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
And page two of the local news and weather, brought to you this morning by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, auto and home insurance as well. Well, there'll be some AAA public hearings. George Gale has that.
The public is invited to attend any one of the several public hearings. Their input is requested on the proposed 2020-2024 Area Plan Update. Area Plan is the activities of the Imperial County Area Agency on Aging. It guides how services are offered in Imperial County to people 60 years of age and older, dependent adults, and their caregivers. The plan will be submitted to the AAA Advisory Council, then on to the County Board of Supervisors for approval. Go to the Area Agency on Aging website for the schedule of public hearings being held in the month of February. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Salton Sea Authority Board of Directors will meet today. The meeting, a Zoom webinar, begins at 10 a.m. Attendance is virtual, and you can go to the Salton Sea Authority website for information on the Zoom meeting. And the Black and White Art exhibit is underway at the Carmen Durazo Cultural Arts Center in Calexico. The exhibit opened yesterday through February 3rd. It features various art forms. The only stipulation, all exhibits must be in black and white. Entrance is free. Face masks are required. Well, the Border Patrol seized cocaine. George Gale has more.
It happened at the Highway 86 checkpoint near Salton City. 1987 pickup was sent to the secondary inspection area. Border Patrol K-9 detection team alerted to an area below the dashboard on the passenger side of the vehicle. Nothing was found in that area, but an inspection of the engine compartment resulted in the discovery of 2 brown and yellow packages underneath the manifold. 2 packages tested positive for cocaine. Packages weighed a total of 5.3 pounds with an estimated value of over $76,000. The driver of the vehicle, a legal permanent resident, was arrested. Vehicle and narcotics were seized. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
The National Weather Service says dry conditions are expected to prevail through at least next Monday. A weather disturbance passing to our northwest will deliver breezy to locally windy conditions tonight into Friday. As high pressure settles over the region into the weekend, a slight warming trend is expected. By the to middle portion of next week, low pressure will settle over the southwestern United States, bringing more breezy conditions and cooler temperatures. 69 the high yesterday, 38 our low. Sunny today with a high near 71. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north this afternoon. Tonight mostly clear with a low around 42. Northwest wind 5 to 2 miles an hour. Mostly sunny on Friday, high near 70. North wind about 10 miles an hour. Saturday will be sunny with a high near 72, northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. And on Sunday, sunny skies with a high near 75, northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. 41 degrees, 48% relative humidity, wind out of the west 5 to 10 miles an hour. Air quality in the valley good except Calexico and Mexicali, where air quality is moderate. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, and Medicare supplemental coverage.
Wow, is this deal for real?
Attention, man in the meat section. Yes, those deals are real.
What is this place?
Grocery Outlet, where you can get otherworldly deals on incredible brand name items every day.
I'm feeling such bliss?
It's the deals. They do that to people.
Grocery Outlet, Bargain Market. Welcome to Bargain Bliss.
And Grocery Outlet in the Valley Plaza Center, El Centro. It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best NBA action last night. It was the Hornets hammering the Pacers 158-126. Can anybody play defense? Clippers over the Magic 111-102. The Cavaliers beat the Bucks 115-99. It was the Hawks 121, Kings 104. Heat over the Knicks 110-96. Nuggets, they nudged the Nets 124-118. Bulls beat the Raptors 111-105. Grizzlies topped the Spurs 118-110. Suns beat the Jazz 105-97, and the Mavericks lit it up. They beat the Trailblazers 132-112. And the Nets say they will not listen to trade deadline overtures for all NBA guard James Harden. Yeah, well, a resolve rooted in Harden's repeated insistences to ownership and management that he is committed to staying and winning a championship with the franchise.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And in the NFL, legend Ben Roethlisberger has officially announced his retirement. The move was anticipated, but it is now official. And the Denver Broncos say they will hire Nathaniel Hackett as head coach. Hackett, Green Bay Packers offensive coordinator, will take over the job. Hackett, who has worked with quarterbacks at all phases of the developmental curve, was scheduled to interview with the Jaguars today, but the Broncos stepped in yesterday and got the deal done. And speaking of NFL, we've got action Sunday, a doubleheader. It's the AFC Championship with the Bengals and the Chiefs, followed by the NFC Championship, 49ers and the Rams. Winners of the Super Bowl, we've got that on AM 1230 as well. I'm picking the Chiefs and the Rams. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm picking today. It will be different tomorrow. And in Australia, Ash Barty has reached the Australian Open final. The top-ranked Barty beat Madison Keys 1-3, needs one more victory to be the first Australian woman to win her home Grand Slam title since 1978. Well, he lost the first two sets, was low on confidence, and was 1 point from a quarterfinal exit at the Australian Open. So Daniil Medvedev asked himself a question, what would Novak do? Yeah. Anyway, Medvedev rallied from two down. He will reach the Australian Open men's semifinals. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
This winter, we must all do our part to protect ourselves and loved ones from COVID-19. Getting vaccinated gives you the greatest protection against severe illness and death. And for the first time, everyone in the family ages 5 and up is eligible for the vaccine. If you are already fully vaccinated, get your booster to keep your immunity strong. Keeping each other safer is simple. Get vaccinated. Visit myturn.ca.gov to find a vaccination location near you. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
And right now, we've got to look at financial news and the weather. Brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, in El Centro. The U.S. economy grew at the fastest rate since the Reagan administration. The economic recovery from the depths of the COVID pandemic continued strong last year. U.S. gross domestic product, the broadest measure of economic activity, expanded 5.7% last year, the fastest pace since 1984. It was a substantial uptick from the Delta-ridden third quarter. Meanwhile, Southwest Airlines reported its first quarterly operating profit since the start of the pandemic. Still, when excluding the financial help it received from the government, Southwest reported another full-year loss. The company lost $1.3 billion for the year, excluding the $2.7 billion in federal help it received as part of the government support provided to U.S. Airlines in 2021. It marked the second straight annual operating loss at Southwest after a string of 47 years of annual profits. And Tesla reported record profit, but says, hey, it may not hold up. We've got supply chain issues like everybody else. CEO said the news he gave investors is that Tesla is putting plans for vehicles on hold due to the supply chain issues facing the company. We will not be introducing new vehicle models this year. It wouldn't make any sense. We'll still be parts constrained, said Musk. Meanwhile, the Dow up 455 points, S&P 500 up 50, the NASDAQ up 88, gold off $33.70 an ounce, and oil down 17 cents a barrel.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS. And they're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
It will be sunny today with a high near 71, west wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 42, northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 70, north winds at 10 miles an hour. And we have 41 degrees holding there at 48% relative humidity, wind out of the west 5 to 10 miles an hour. Air quality remains good in the valley, except moderate in Calexico and Mexicali, slightly elevated, PM 2.5. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Securities. Southwest Security offers live scan fingerprinting to the public.
At Burgers and Beer, we want you to be happy. Live happy. Work happy. Most of all, we want you to celebrate whatever makes you happy at Burgers and Beer. Bring your friends, bring your family, and let's make time for a good time. All the drinks, all the food, and great service too. Everything you need is right here at Burgers and Beer. Burgers and Beer, the best burgers in town.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
CBS News brought to you by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation.
Sponsor. I'm Steve Kathan. You have to go back to 1984 when Ronald Reagan was president to find a time when the economy grew like it did last year. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger on the new report from the government.
For all of 2021, the U.S. economy grew at a 5.7% pace. That is the highest annual reading in almost 40 years. Certainly relief from the 3.4% contraction in 2020.
The retirement of Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer gives President Biden a chance to make a historic. CBS's Weijia Jiang.
With the president's approval rating at an all-time low over inflation and his stalled Build Back Better plan, a black woman to the Supreme Court would be a campaign promise kept and a much-needed political win.
The Kremlin says the U.S. written response to Russia's security demands falls short, but says the door is still open for more talks on Ukraine. In Washington, CBS's Nicole Skanga has the latest on fresh efforts to guard against cyber attacks.
The Biden administration has issued voluntary guidelines for the nation's water sector following several cyber attacks to critical infrastructure. The EPA will invite water utilities to join a new pilot program centered on monitoring and sharing information about cyber threats.
There's a UN call to help Afghanistan regain its economic footing, but CBS's Cammie McCormick says it comes amid warnings about the past.
The Special Inspector General for Afghanistan, John Sopko, said over the past 20 years, the U.S. spent $146 billion on reconstruction, at least 30% of it wasted or stolen.
We have seen this movie before.
Much of the problem's been a lack of oversight, and now there are no troops on the ground or a diplomatic presence.
We cannot continue to do things like we did in the past.
He said if assistance ends up in the hands of the Taliban regime or other bad actors, it would be a tragedy.
A storm system is forming that could bring blizzard conditions to parts of the Northeast over the weekend. WCBS TV meteorologist John Elliott says temperatures will plunge in much of the South.
You have temperatures in Orlando below freezing. You have the potential for wind chills in the teens through parts of Florida and up into parts of the mid-Atlantic.
38-year-old Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger is retiring.
Football has been a gift, and I thank God for allowing me to play it.
That's his video he put out just moments ago. He's a two-time Super Bowl champ. Wall Street, right now, the Dow is up more than 500 points. This is CBS News.
Fever is the #1 COVID symptom, so be safe with an accurate thermometer. Only Exergen is proven accurate in more than 100 studies. Learn more at Exergen.com.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it.
Extra strong for your South Pole. Charmin keeps your undies whiter than the North Pole. Shiny, hiney, a brand new year. Come with us, Charmin. Happy New Year. May your holidays be Charmin, clean, merry, and bright. May all your undies be Charmin, clean, white.
Charmin Ultra Strong just cleans better. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Yes, Miss Tubbs. No problem. I'll call someone about the plumbing.
One of Beatrice's properties needs a new superintendent.
The custodial team is not
someone with handyman superpowers and a concierge alter ego.
Does anyone know any good electricians near Parkville?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Tribute paid to a sports star at the scene of his untimely death.
A touching tribute to Kobe and Gigi Bryant on the second anniversary of their deaths. Hikers who climbed to the spot where their helicopter crashed in the hills of Los Angeles found a 150-pound statue of father and daughter, both in basketball uniforms, Gigi with a ball in her hand. On the bronze, the names of all 9 people aboard the chopper when it went down on the way to a girls' basketball practice. Sculptor Dan Medina hopes the city will okay a life-size version of his work for downtown, where several of his bronzes stand already. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
American Danielle Collins advanced to the women's final of the Australian Open. Madison Keys' effort to join her in the championship fell short with a loss to #1 Ash Barty. Barty is hoping to become the first Aussie woman to win in more than 40 years. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Guys, stop putting your love life on hold. U.S. Pharmacy has some exciting news. If you've been wanting to try Viagra or Cialis, now's the perfect time. Call today and receive 90 little blue or little yellow pills for only $119 with free shipping. Why order some low-dose sildenafil from one of those subscription services when we can give you what you want now? Call 800-711-6818 and we'll rush your order discreetly packaged to your door. Been thinking about trying Viagra or Cialis? Call U.S. Pharmacy at 800-711-6818 for as little as only $119 for 90 pills. Need your package in a hurry? Call 800-711-6818 and ask about our express shipping option, and we'll rush your order to you as soon as possible. Save money on this little pill you've been wanting to buy. Again, 800-711-6818 now. That's 800-711-6818.